Alright, so today we're going to look at computed properties, and if you look on the docs, the first thing you'll see is something like this. Take a person, extend it, use abbreviated variable names here just to get through this quicker. And then there'd be a full name, we'll just call it full. And it would return this get first plus space and this get last. Then you'd add property and you'd depend on first and last. That is, if those changed, then another call to this full computed property would reflect the change, because it would have cached the new updated full name. So let's go ahead and create a var person equals app. Person create, and first will be Rob, last will be 11, and let's just log, or rather log person dot get full name, and that should have my name, and there it is. Now if I change either the first or last, let's change this to my mom's name, Lynn, and then I get full, that will be updated. Let's go ahead and lock that out. If I save that and run it again, you can see that we changed one of the dependent on properties, the first name, and the call to full reflected that. So that's kind of cool. Let's do something a little different than the doc. So I was trying to think of how else I might use this. And if you think about Gmail or an email system where you have starred emails and unread emails, you might be able to determine that, well, if it's starred and unread, it is important or high priority. So let's create an app.email, which is going to extend from object, and of course it'll have a ton of things which don't really matter for this, for what we're trying to do here. That'd be a from, a to, content, and a whole bunch of stuff, MIME type. But what we do care about, let's just move those all up to one line. Oops, I forgot that would happen. Sorry about that. Let's not move that up. But maybe there's a is starred, which starts off as false, and is unread, which starts off as true. And if we create an email, and let's not worry about all those other email type parameters, but let's go ahead and set is starred to, well, let's leave it with is starred as false and unread as true. But let's create this computed property that says is important, and what this guy will do will say, well, he depends on is starred, and he also depends on is unread. Basically, if it's starred, so say if this get is starred and is unread, then it's important. Otherwise it's not. So this guy, as you recall, is going to just inherit these default parameters. His start is false, so we expect that if we console log email get is important, we're going to see false on the console. Sure enough, we see false. If we go ahead now and change email, actually let's just go ahead and log this out. We'll say console log email set is start to true. Recall it already is unread. And then we go ahead and get is important. Now it'll say true because we've updated this dependent on property and set it true. And so this is going to return true. So there we go. So that's perhaps an interesting use of computed properties. There are also computed properties we can do against aggregate data structures, but we'll look at that in another video.